Sometimes I think, what will people say of me?
Hi, my name is Abigail Parker. I'm 16 years old and from Fishers, Indiana.
Was I loved?
Okay, so the first activity I'm involved in, it's called Destination Imagination, and it's kind of hard to explain, but basically it's like a creative problem-solving academic team. So I'm on a team of 5 other people and then myself, and we're all like, we've kind of made this really tight-knit family. But we select a challenge in November, and then we work on it all the way through the DI season, which ends in May. So it's a good, 6 months or so. And this year, our challenge was we had to create a live movie trailer, and it had to include 2 people from 2 different cultures, 2 different nations, interacting. So we went to a regional competition in February, and we got 2nd out of 3 teams, so we were allowed to go to the next level. And so then in March, we competed in a state level, and we got 1st of 5 teams, so we were allowed to go on to the global level. So we are going to a global competition later this month, and that is really exciting for us. So, okay, the other things I'm involved in, I'm in marching band. Yeah, kind of a band geek, but oh well, I'll own up to it. And math team, and then Spanish club.
Know my name. Is there evidence that I've been changed?
Okay, so I know this is a little cliche, but I want to make a difference in my world. Now, everybody says that because most people don't want to just sit through life and be unproductive. But I feel like our problem is that we don't follow through. We say that we want to do something, but then we fail to do something, not even save the world, just something. So for me, 30-hour famine was the beginning of my something. By going 30 hours without food, not really even getting a glimpse of what millions of children all over the world are experiencing every day, and raising money that can then go to them and be used for hunger relief. That's the beginning of my something, and now I can build on that and make my something even bigger and really hopefully help a lot of people.
For the world to know the glory of the King.
Hunger can be stopped. I think that was so big for me. That made such a big impact because we look at world hunger, something that's a huge problem, and we say, that's too big for us, we can't solve that. Well, alone, yeah, but what we forget to look at is that we have a big God, a God who is bigger than hunger, and can use our something and stop world hunger. So for me, that just was like a humongo deal, because you get so overwhelmed. I mean, I'm just a human, what can I do by myself? But I feel like I can take that and share it with people and be like, look, if we come together, world hunger really can be stopped. Okay, I am terrified of sharks. Oh my goodness. Okay, so when I was little, I used to be so terrified, like just completely afraid that there's a random shark from somewhere in the ocean was gonna be launched out of the ocean and land conveniently on my house, of all places in the world. My house was come crashing through the ceiling, and it was gonna land on me when I was in the bathtub. Yeah, that's embarrassing, but still not totally sure that one isn't gonna come up to the drain or something.
Blame you if you didn't want to face the pain. You find yourself up against the wall.
Oh man, that's a toughie. Okay, I don't know if I could pick one, but if I had to, it would probably be one of the 3. When I was little, I was convinced that I was going to be the first woman president, and that, it was just going to be me, and it was going to be good, because I am president. Okay, not so much anymore, but I still think it would be cool to trade places with the first female president. She doesn't really exist yet, but there will probably be a day. Okay, the second person is probably a Broadway star. I love acting, love being on stage, and just performing in general is fun. So I think it would be so cool to get to trade places for a day and perform a Broadway show live. Okay, the last person would probably be Mother Teresa. Because when I was in 4th grade, we had to read these little character books. So there was, somebody that represented patience and someone that represented determination, and etc. And I don't remember what characteristic Mother Teresa was representing, but I remember reading her story and just absolutely falling in love with her heart. So I think it would be so cool had I been able to trade places with her for a day. After high school, my desire is to go to college for pre-med and then on to medical school to become some sort of doctor. Right now I'm leaning towards a pediatric orthopedic surgeon. When I was 11, my mom, brother, and I were all headed to a wedding about 4 hours away. And my mom is a type 1 diabetic, so her blood sugar dropped to a critical point really, really fast while she was driving. And so she began to have a seizure and lost control of the car. We went through 2 stoplights, fortunately, those were green. And we went over a bridge at 80 miles an hour. So it was really scary, but I was able to stop the car eventually and call for help. But ever since then, I've really been interested in the medical field. Just the experience with my mom, and had I been able to treat her better, that would have been maybe prevented, I don't really know, but now it's just something I'm really interested in. And then in the last 1 to 2 years, I have been called by a spiritual leader to really consider what God could do with me in the missions field. So after a lot of prayer and a lot of consideration, I really feel like God is calling me to be a medical missionary. As to where yet, I don't know, but I have faith that God will show me when I need to know. So. I have always felt really compelled to help those who are in need. So after 30-hour famine, my eyes were just totally open to how much need there really is and how easy it is to help. So I really don't want to just slip back into my comfortable routine and forget about all those people who are suffering. So I feel like by doing the study tour, I can really influence people around me to join the fight against hunger, because I would have seen firsthand and can explain to them how World Vision uses contributions to help those who would otherwise have no hope. In conclusion, I would feel so honored to be a member of the study tour and would be beyond excited to serve as an ambassador in the year to follow. So thanks so much for watching my video. Bye guys!